Alright, here we go. Another packet tracer video. This one is the lab 5432, and it is on examining NAT on a multifunction device. So we're going to be looking at the linksys GUI and looking at its NAT configuration. Then we're going to set up 4 PCs to connect to the linksys device with dhcp, and then look at the traffic and how that works with the NAT. So first we're going to look at the configuration on the linksys here. So over here we have the status tab, and if we look at that, we have the internet connection tab right here. There we go. It just populated with the IP address and the subnet mask here. So there you can see the default gateway, IP address, subnet mask, all right there on that tab. And then we're going to look at the local network tab here, and this will show you the IP address of the internal network, subnet mask, and here, right here, is 100 to 149, the range of DHCPs that it can, or the range of IP addresses that it can send out to the clients. So that's all. Those are all. That's 50 IP addresses that will be private addresses. So after looking at that, we're going to go ahead and pick up 4 computers here and attach them. And we're going to attach all of those with a copper straight through cable. Whoops, cable. And we'll just wait for just a second for these orange lights to turn green and make sure everything is connected properly. Okay, the first one's green, so we can go ahead and start working on these. We're going to go into the first one to set it to obtain an IP address through DHCP. So we go to config, down to the fast Ethernet, and right here we'll change this to DHCP, and that will give us our IP address, and we'll do that for the other 3. Alright, so we have those all set up to obtain an IP address through the DHCP server. And now we're going to check the IP configurations of the PCs. And to do that, you go into each one, into the desktop, to the command prop, and do an IP config /all. So there you go. You got your IP address here, subnet mask, default gateway, and your DNS server. So the IP address is the local one for that first computer here. And the second one, and that's the 101. The other three should be the same. There's the third one. It's 102. And there's the 103. So they're all set up. They've all received their IP addresses. They're all in the same network. Everything's working well so far. Alright, so now we're going to view the NAT translation across the linksys. So we're going to go into simulation mode here. And we're going to edit filters. Get rid of them all. And then for this one, we're going to want TCP and HTTP. And then we're going to add the complex PDU by clicking on the one that's open. This is the complex one. So here's the source. It's going to be this first PC. Under application, we're going to set this from ping to HTTP. And then and then the destination IP address, click in this box, then you can click to the server over here, which is where we want to send it. And I'll bring in the IP address here. For source port, we want to put 1000. And simulation settings, we want periodic at 120 seconds. And create the PDU. So if we double click the simulation panel, it'll unlock it from the window. Allows you to move it around so you can see all the network topology. And then we're going to hit auto capture and play and speed it up just to watch it and kind of see how it goes. So there we go, it has completed. And now we're going to just look at the header information of the packets that did go across the network. So in the simulation panel, we want to double click the third line in the event list. So here's the envelope here that we're looking at by double clicking that third item in the list there. So if we click on that, we will be able to see the header information. If we click on inbound PDU details, we can just look at it for the source IP and the destination IP address here. So here's your source IP, which is that first computer, and your destination IP, which is that Cisco NAT server that we sent it to. On outbound PDU, you can look for the source and the destination, and then for this one on the outbound, the source IP address changed. So it's not the same as the computer that sent it. So let's just take a look at a couple other headers here. Just to see what those might look like. This one is coming back to, it's at the router coming back from the switch. So this one has addressed it, so it's going to head back to the computer from the server. It's going to return to the original source. And this one's sending it away from the server, and eventually is going to make it to the other router before that router changes it and changes the frame for the destination for the first computer there. So that is it from this lab, just a little bit working with NAT and seeing how the information travels. And that is it for today. Thank you very much.